Hi everyone. I am here today to talk about something that is a little bit more taboo, but a lot of times we have a tendency to take for granted what clients know and don't know as far as coming into an appointment to be ready for it, or what's going to happen after. So today's topic that we're going to talk about is body waxing. And at my salon, we do roughly 20% of our business comes from body waxing. The majority of that 20% actually comes from Brazilian and bikini waxing. So if you are a client that has been getting waxed or sugared, we don't offer sugaring, but if you're watching this and you are visiting somewhere that offers sugaring, waxing, sugaring, if you're shaving at home, hopefully you can take away a few pointers from this. There's going to be some things that are specific to our wax clients, and then there are some things that I think you'll be able to take away if you shave regularly at home, or if you have been shaving and you've been considering waxing. I think this will clear some things up for you. So let's get right to it and start talking about. It's going to be a little taboo. It might be a little bit funny, but hopefully these will give you guys some pointers of things that you can do while we are stuck at home and not able to get our body wax appointments. So first things first is, you know, everybody's talking about, I've seen all the funny stuff coming out about your hair and, you know, hair color and regrowth and needing haircuts and needing color and all of that. And while that is a very serious thing, and I'm definitely feeling it myself, and I'm very much looking forward to being back in there and getting my hair done, I know that at the end of the day, I'm not going to have any more discomfort from having extra gray in my hair or having extra rootage showing or anything like that. However, our body wax clients know that if you go longer time frames in between appointments, there can be some added discomfort. The reason for that is because it has to do with the amount of hair that's present. So we always tell clients at your very first visit, it's going to be the most uncomfortable. And the reason for that is because that's when you have the most hair present to remove. Well, if you think about it, you've got a high density, you know, of hair, and every hair has its own nerve ending. So every nerve ending is being affected at that very first appointment. Whenever you come in and start getting waxed, though, we recommend to start in 3 to 4 week intervals. And the reason for that is at that next visit, you have hair that is plenty long enough to wax, maybe some hair that was too short to be grabbed at that first appointment. However, the wax will be much more comfortable if you come every 3 to 4 weeks as opposed to going 6, 8, 12 weeks. Realistically, if you've gone between 8 and 12 weeks, it's almost like starting all over again. So we understand that there could be some added discomfort for our body wax clients, but we want you guys to hang tight in there, and we're going to do what we can to help make it as comfortable as possible. So know that when you come in, if it's your first wax appointment or for our regular waxing guests, when you come back in, we are going to be spending a little bit more time with you because we are going to be working in shorter, smaller sections of wax that will minimize the discomfort for you guys, first and foremost. The second thing that I want you guys to think about coming in for your wax appointment, of course, we need to have a little bit of hair left. So it's going to be important that we not shave the hair down. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can maintain some things while not shaving yourself completely before your next appointment. The next thing, though, going back to the discomfort level, is going to be how you would prep for a wax appointment. So first things first, I know a lot of people are really concerned about taking like ibuprofen and things like that with corona that is going on right now. Totally understand that. Acetaminophen, it looks like that has been given the all clear to take if you have concerns about it. And that's also something that you can use just prior to a wax appointment. So I would recommend taking a couple of Tylenol with your doctor's permission, of course, just about an hour or so before you come in for that first wax appointment. I also would recommend having a little bit of Benadryl or hydrocortisone cream, not the ointment, just the cream on hand for you to use 2 to 3 days post-wax. That's going to really minimize a lot of irritation for you, and it's going to keep that area really well hydrated. The last thing that you can also talk to your doctor about would be to take a Tums or a Pepcid prior to coming into the appointment. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you what to do or run out. I know you can get these things over the counter. You need to talk to your doctor about, is it okay for you to use these things first? You might have an underlying condition that your doctor would say no, or it would, you know, be contradictory to use that with, contraindication to use with another medication that you're using. But these are just some things that you can ask your physician about. Call them on the phone. Right now they're doing everything by phone, so you can get a hold of them and check and make sure that it's a right fit for you. The Tums and the Pepsid, it seems a little bit of an old wives' tale, but if you talk to, I've had a lot of clients that will see different allergists, and some clients just break out into hives simultaneously. There's no real reason for that. So not from a product or a service, but we do know that waxing, where the wax is warmer going on, we're removing the hair from the follicle, we can irritate that follicle just a little bit. So that helps to reduce and minimize some of that irritation more than anything. So a Tylenol and the Tums or the Pepsid a little bit before an appointment. The next thing that you can do to make sure that your skin is really well prepped, make sure that whether you're waxing or shaving, either one, this is a pointer for you, you want to keep that area clean with an antibacterial soap, but the antibacterial soap can be very drying. So we want to make sure that all the dead skin is cleared away. And we also want to make sure that that area is well hydrated without using anything that's going to clog pores or make the skin really greasy. We recommend the Zandy K product line. They have two products. These are their Deck Scrub. This one is the sensitive and this one is the original. These are sample packs, so this actually comes in a plastic tube to keep in your shower. It's very easy to use at home. And all you want to use is about a pea size or a dime size after you cleanse an area, and you want to scrub in circular motions. You really want to ideally go, think about Bikini Brazilian with me for a second. You want to go up in a circular motion all the way around, and especially onto the sides of that bikini line. That's going to keep dead skin cleared off and keep the hair, try to lift it away. The scrub that is used, both of these have Canadian willow herb in them. It's very anti-inflammatory, bamboo stem, and pumice. There's actually ground pumice in these. The original has more pumice, and the sensitive has less of the pumice, and it also has aloe and chamomile to help reduce any irritation. Most of our clients use the original just fine, no problems. If you have truly sensitive skin though, I would start right out of the gate with the sensitive scrub. You can use this on any body part. If you are shaving, I would use this just prior to shaving. You can use it on legs, underarm, bikini, Brazilian area, no problem. If you are getting waxed, I also would recommend to use this and continue using it. After you've waxed or shaved, make sure all redness and irritation is down for a day or two before you resume using this again. But you can use it every day or every other day leading up to a wax appointment or leading up to shaving again. I know some people need to shave every day, so just kind of gauge that on your skin and what feels okay. You don't need to rub your skin raw or irritate it. After exfoliating, that is clearing away dead skin. It's lifting the hair away from the follicle and away from the skin. That minimizes a lot of ingrown hairs and potential irritation. The next thing that you want to use after your bath or shower is going to be the Deck Polish. Again, this is a sample. It comes in a squeeze tube. The Deck Polish contains jojoba, so it's very moisturizing, but it doesn't clog pores. Comfrey, which is helps to minimize irritation. There's natural astringents in here. There is tea tree oil in this that's very antibacterial on the skin, as well as a couple of different citrus fruit extracts. What that's great for is not just the astringent property to help kill bacteria and minimize the oil that's made inside of the pore or the follicle where the hair is at, but the citrus fruits actually help to brighten the area as well. It's not like using straight lemon juice or lime juice or something like that on the skin. It is buffered and it is formulated a certain way. However, it is going to help to lightly brighten any area. So if you have friction in an area, irritation, if you get irritation from shaving, waxing, whatever, it's going to help that area look a lot brighter. And for some of our guests, that is a real problem and concern. So we totally get that. Now, if you are a client that is planning on coming back in for your body waxing, you are planning on resuming that. Like I said, we don't want to shave it because we don't know when we can get back in there. So we need to be ready to go with our waxing. We also don't want to make any irritation. So I'm going to show you guys what I use at home if I've gone too long in between wax appointments. This is actually, it's a razor on one end. It's made by the company Schick, but on the other end is a trimmer. This one has a guard. The guard does pop off. It is battery operated and it is waterproof. Whether you leave the guard on or take it off, I would recommend at first leaving the guard on, but I'm going to show you which direction that you want to use this in. You would hypothetically at home, if you were just trying to trim something up, you would want to go you'd want to go against the hair to get a little closer shave and a closer trim. If we are trying to leave some hair though, you know, enough to be waxed. We have to have length on the hair in order for that to be waxed. So in that case, instead of going against hair growth, think bikini Brazilian, you would actually want to go with the hair growth. It will leave some length on the hair. It will not leave behind a stubble though, and it will reduce the potential for irritation and nicks and scratches and cuts and things like that that we could do with a trimmer. So you would just want to use this prior to, you know, your appointment. Details on how to use this, you can sit on your commode. I like to do that before a shower. You can put a towel on the floor, you can put 1 foot on the commode, that type of a thing. Not to be too gross or grotesque, but these are questions that sometimes people really do have for us, and that's okay. So that's how you would want to go about prepping the area. After your bath or shower, you can exfoliate in bath and shower, and then after bath and shower, finish up with your deck polish. That should get you guys through to your next wax appointment. We're very much looking forward to seeing you guys. I know it's mostly our body wax clients that are kind of in panic mode, as well as our lash extension clients. They're like, what are we going to do? So don't worry, we're working on some things for you guys. Please know that when you do come in, we are going to be taking more time at your first appointment back in, whether you're a new guest or if it's just been a little bit since you've been able to come in for your body waxing. We promise you that we will be making smaller strips, smaller sections. It'll take a little bit longer to do, but it will also minimize the discomfort for you guys. So keep those things in mind. Reach out to your doctor and ask about a Tylenol or some Pepcid before your appointment. Make sure that you're exfoliating. If you need help with product, let us know. We can ship some things to you, and any trimmer will work. I just wanted to show you guys the one that I use at home. Make sure that you do not shave and just use the trimmer. Go with the direction of the hair, and that way it will not take the hair too short, and it'll be a lot more manageable when we see you again, hopefully soon. Thanks so much.